Okay, class. So for this recorded video lecture, I will be discussing about local and global communication in multicultural settings. So aside from the recorded video lecture about memes, which I have released earlier, so you are also required to watch this recorded video lecture. Yan, kasi nga di ba ang dami na namang holidays. So nakulangan naman tayo ng time or a face-to-face discussion. So I really need to record this presentation para hindi tayo magkahol sa oras kasi we really need to fast track our lessons and ma-deliver natin or specifically ninyo yung mga required ninyo na outputs. So now let us differentiate how local communication and global communication differs from one another. So, syempre, pagka sinabi nating local communication as presented in the slide, sabi dyan, local communication is being able to communicate with the members of your local area or community. So basically, ito yung paraan ng pakikipag-usap sa mga tao sa paligid mo in your local area nga or community. Okay? So, I have a question here. So, just try to answer it and tingnan niyo kung makukuha niyo yung tamang sagot. Okay, so I have a situation here. So, halimbawa ikaw, nakikipag-usap ka sa isang tao or a foreigner in your area. So, halimbawa yung foreigner na yun is just someone na kakarating pa lang or kavivisit, o kaya yung halimbawa yung tita mo na nakapangasawa ng AFAM, ayun. So nakikipag-usap ka sa kanya. Would you consider that as a local communication? Okay? So ano yung isasagot niyo doon? Okay? So, sino kaya sa inyo ang sumagot ng yes at sino ang sa inyo ang sumagot ng no? Okay? So, actually, in that context, it's actually not local communication, but it is an intercultural communication. Kasi syempre, that person is just new to the area. At kahit na sinabi natin na ang definition ng local communication is being able to communicate with the members of your local area or community, hindi siya local communication kasi that person, di ba, ay hindi naman siya talaga originally member of the community. Pwede siguro kung hindi na siya new sa community at talagang naninirahan na siya doon ng matagal na panahon. Kasi ang local communication, dapat, para masabi siyang local communication, dapat you share the same uh, nationality, you speak the same language, and you have similar culture. Okay, so ganun siya. So, kung yung foreigner na yon ay matagal nang naninirahan na sa lugar ninyo at na-embrace niya na yung culture natin, yung pagiging Filipino, Filipino na siya, kinlaim niya na Filipino siya and talagang Filipino siya in the way he or speak, the way he adopted our culture, pwede yon, pwede siyang consider na local communication if he really is part of our culture. Talagang inari niya na sa sarili niya na siya ay isang Filipino. It can be considered a local communication. But kung yun ay bago pa lang at wala pang masyadong alam pa sa culture natin, different pa sa kanya, new pa yung culture niya sa ating Filipino, it cannot be. The communication between that person is not local communication. So, I have another scenario here. Ang same question, local communication din ba itong maituturing itong scenario na ito? Halimbawa, ikaw, nakikipag-usap ka via chat doon sa kamag-anak mo, let's say your mother, ayan, o yung tita mo, tito, pinsan, through messenger, through chat. Is it still considered local communication? Okay, so sino sumagot ng yes at sino ang sumagot ng no? So, actually, the answer is, nandun na yung sagot. Kanina, explain ko na, it is local communication. Though kasi, you are separated geographically, But sabi ko nga kanina, you share the same culture. You are both Filipino in birth. Ayan, you really are a Filipino citizen. That's considered local communication kasi nga you share the same language and you have the same culture. You are both Filipino. Okay? So, too much for that. Let's move on to the definition of global communication. So now, what is global communication? So as presented in the slide, ayan nakikita nyo na-reveal na agad. It is communicating with people across the globe. So take note ha, people across the globe. Ibig sabihin ay ito ay yung paraan ng pakikipag-usap sa maraming tao in the global context. So ano ba yung mga pwedeng example dyan? So actually, yung tawag dito, yung pagla-live stream, 'di ba, sa Facebook, it's already lalong-lalo na kung naka-public post 'yan, which can be shared and viewed by many people na hindi lang Pinoy. Yan. Kasi 'di ba, pag may pinost ka sa Facebook, lalong-lalo na if it is sinet mo siya in public, may tendency yan na maraming makakita sa post mo, makabasa. Walang limit yan, lalo na kung nag-viral yung ay shinare. So yun, it is considered as a global communication. So hindi lang tayo mga Pilipino ang possible na makakita sa post mo, but of course other nationalities. Okay? So in addition to that, global communication is exchanging of knowledge, ideas, and information and interaction of individual across the borders instead of a limited or local area. So yun, ano po ba yung mga naisip natin na example from this statement? Kasi sabi dyan, di ba, ang global communication daw ay yung palitan ng kaalaman, ideya, at mga information, and of course, interaction face-to-face or online across the borders instead of a limited or local area. So, mag-isip kayo ng example and tignan ninyo kung parehas tayo parehas yung iisip niyo sa binigay ko na example. So, one example here actually is an international conference. So, yung mga kinokondak ng mga United Nations na meeting o kaya yung meeting sa mga ASEAN leaders natin, that's actually a global communication kasi they are communicating with a large group of people having a different or various nationalities. So yun, exchanging, andun kasi yung, of course, the process of exchanging knowledge, ideas, etc. Ayan, across the borders instead of a limited or local area. Okay, so okay na madali namang intindihan yan, but of course, we need to expound. It is also the development and sharing of information through verbal and nonverbal messages in international settings and context. So, yun. So, kasi di ba, we do not only share verbal meanings but also non-verbal messages. Kaya nga, dito sa global communication, critical yung mga hand gestures, facial expressions na pinakikita natin sa isa't isa. Kasi nga, di ba, syempre, yung, yung mga non-verbal gestures na yan, although similar yan sa atin, but in other cultures, it actually has different meanings. So, kung sa atin ay being Filipinos, okay yung thumbs up. In other culture daw ay hindi daw acceptable yun o kaya positive yung meaning sa atin ng thumbs up, but sa ibang lahi or culture, negative yung meaning ng thumbs up. So meron na lang ako ibibigay na reading sa inyo, additional readings for that particular topic. Okay? So, what are the examples of global communication? Ito na yung binabanggit ko kanina. Yung government to government, like for example, yung sinabi ko sa inyo kanina na yung meetings ng ASEAN member states, UN, etc. Ayan, yung technically, ito yung pag-uusap ng two or more governments related to different countries. So, sabi nga dito, it may be a discussion about current affairs and conflicts basta government to government. Kasi syempre, those two groups, of course, uh, differ na kasi 'di ba in terms of the nationality. So it is already considered a global communication. Okay? So bigyan naman ako kanina ng example, so malinaw na sa inyo yan. Then of course, business to business. It involves interaction between two or more international business parties. So syempre, yung mga talagang malalaking business dito na international level na ang katransaction na nila ay yung of course outside the country na the same nila na of course na international level na din yung kanilang business. So, the other one is people to people. So, ang sabi dito, it refers to communication between two or more people living far away across the borders. So, sabi dito ay two or more people. Kasi syempre pagka sinabing global communication ay hindi lang isa, hindi lang yung ang tawag dito, isa sa both side of the country and isa sa both side of the country ang nag-uusap. It should be two or more and they live far away across the borders para ba-consider siya na global communication. Yung sa inyo, ano pa lang yon? Intercultural communication pa lang, not yet global, okay? So like the talk of two best friends, ayan, one in USA and other in the UK. Ayan. So for the differences of local and global communication, so tingnan natin dito kung paano ba nagdi-differ yung local and global communication. So first, tingnan natin sa degree and of or degree of equality in terms of aspect. So sa local kasi, 'di ba? There is equality between participants. So bakit kaya nasabi dito na in terms of degree of equality sa local communication, merong equality between participants. So, tingnan nyo lang din kung tama din yung tutugma yung sagot nyo sa sagot ko. So, dito sa local communication, there is a degree of equality between participants kasi they both share the same language and they both share the same meaning. Okay? So wala kasing advantage yung isa, they have the kasi they speak the same language. They know the context, not unlike pagka sa global kasi syempre it involves many people, there is no equality between participants. So usually kasi dun sa global communication, like for example dun sa meeting ng ASEAN, merong isang tao lang ang nagpa-facilitate ng conversation. And sometimes they are also being hindered by the language which they use. Kasi 'di ba the language that we use in the global context is English. Some are disadvantaged because they are not fluent in speaking the English language. Okay? So, for the second one, local communication, sabi dyan, it has high emotional involvement. At sa global naman ay no emotional involvement. Kasi syempre, pagka sa local, parang ang pakikipag-usap mo dyan is personal yung approach, not unlike in global communication, na ang dami-daming tao. Ayan. It has no emotional involvement. Pagka global na kasi yan, yung sa pangmalawakan na, hindi yung sa may tawag dito, yung binigyan example kanina, between you and your friends sa other side of the country. Sa global, wala siyang emotional involvement kasi um, yung the way they communicate with one another is actually not personal, business related lang kasi usually yung like for do sa context na sinasabi ko kanina yung sa UN meetings, ASEAN meetings. Okay, so dito naman sa local, confidences exchange are high, then dito sa global are low. It is because sa local, since you know the culture and the language, you share the same culture, there is no risk actually to uh, for the message to be misinterpreted. Kaya the confidences exchange are high, not unlike in global. Kasi although we speak in the with the same language, there are actually words which are we use. Ayan, but which we all use, but some words in their culture has actually a different meaning. Kaya medyo mahirap din na tansyahin yung sarili mo if you will be talking with someone na has a different culture from you, lalong-lalo na if it is mediated kung sa online. Okay, mas mahirap kasi di ba siyang i-express yung thoughts or ideas mo. Okay? So, dito naman sa local, Another difference is in terms of the degree of equality is that sa local communication, all participants initiate communication. Kasi katulad nga ng sinabi ko kanina, sa local communication kasi madali lang makipag-usap. Kasi nga ay syempre you know the culture, you share the same meaning. At dito naman sa global, participants with more influence initiate communication. So sila lang yung mga pinaka speaker lang nila or yung pinaka facilitator lang or leader of the group, sila lang yung has actually the influence to initiate communication. Okay? And the other one is information and knowledge flows both ways. So, kasi yung exchange ng communication or conversation of two people in a local area, syempre, madali lang naman yan. Okay, di ba? Madali lang kasing magpalitan ng tawag dito ng information and knowledge. Kasi sa local, usually, kaharap mo lang naman kasi yung kausap mo. And yun nga, pinaka-basic doon is that you have the shared culture, kaya there is really no risk na mai-misinterpret ka. Not unlike here in the global context or in information and knowledge flows one way lang. Ayan. Kasi sa global nga, it involves many people, only one facilitator to actually moderate the discussion. Unlike in the local communication na talagang ang interaction nyo is face to face, hindi komplikado. Okay? So, in terms of context, actually, this discussion is just similar to the previous slide which I have discussed. So, sa context ng local, simple lang siya kasi paulit-ulit kong binabanggit. Kaya siya simple kasi nga, they both share the same culture, walang risk to be misinterpreted, not unlike dun sa global context na complex. 'Di ba? Complex siya in a way na, ang tawag dito, marami kang factors na kailangan i-consider in communicating with the people of different culture. Siyempre, 'di ba, you have to mind your tone, your voice, your gestures, not like in the local communication na pareho kayong Pinoy ng kausap mo. So, there is really no risk to be na pwede mong mai-foresee. Okay? So, dito naman sa susunod na bullet, sabi niyan, sa local, only one or a few cultures are involved and the cultural contexts are known to participants. That is what I have been explaining a while ago. They share contextual reference for interpreting communicative behavior. So, dito naman kasi sa global, multicultural na nga kasi ang communication dyan, di ba? And multi-language. So, yun pa, ang tawag dito, risk ba dyan yung ma-misinterpret ka? You use the same words, but na-interpret niya, tawag dito, in a different way kasi iba yung meaning doon ng word na yon na ginamit mo. So, yun, multicultural and multi-language contexts are involved and participants do not know the other cultural context. Yun kasi yun, yung paggamit mo ng words actually has cultural context. Ganun siya. And dito sa local communication is multiplex. So dito kasi pagka sinabi nating multiplex, marami siyang ways to deliver the communication. So sa local kasi, sa communication kasi, di ba, yung eyes mo na it is already speaks a lot and also yung movements mo or gestures. Okay? Kasi may time kasi, di ba, na iba yung sinasabi ng mata mo sa sinasabi ng bibig mo. Kaya it is multiplex. Hindi katulad doon, halimbawa sa global communication, like for example, in a Zoom international conference. Ayan, di ba? So, if you'd like to talk to the moderators, other participants, you can just use the medium, the chat box to communicate what you would like to say, di ba? So yun, medyo mas safe kasi pagka sa end ng global communication na mediated, like yung sinabi ko nga kanina, through Zoom, using a chat box. So ganun lang siya. Wala, hindi kasi nakikita dun yung tawag dito, facial expressions, gestures, hindi nila nakikita ano yung itsura mo habang tinatype mo, yung mata mo, ayan, kung paano siya tawag dito, kung paano tumingin, ayan. Hindi na nakikita yun. That's why it is not multiplex. And of course, in local communication, the frequency of communication is high kasi there is a chance to actually answer agad upon delivering, upon receiving the message of that person. So, di ba? Yung iba nga, hindi pa natapos magsalita, di ba? Sumasagot na agad kasi nakikita na yung facial reaction. O, ayan, ayaw mo nang papigil, gusto mo nang sumagot. Kaya the frequency of communication is high, hindi siya matatapos hanggat hindi yun nasa-settle yung issue. Di ba? Ganun yun. And dito naman sa global, dahil nga maraming people ang involved sa communication, tapos the people involved in the communication actually has different cultures, iba't ibang kultura, iba't ibang lahi. The frequency of communication is low, lalong-lalo na kung mediated pa. Okay? Sa local, duration is long kasi nga nasusustain. Nasusustain yan kasi nga you're both confident to speak the same language kasi you know both the language and you know the culture. So sa global, the duration is short. Siguro kayo at this point medyo nahihirapan kayong i-sustain yung conversation ninyo sa mga kachat ninyo kasi it may be because of the language barrier. Maybe on her end, on your end, lalong-lalo na kung non-English speaking yung nakuha nyo na ka-chat. Kaya, yun katulad ng sinabi ng classmate nyo last time na ginost na siya. Yan, kasi nga baka, maybe because of the um, language barrier. Okay? So, I will end here the discussion. Yung susunod na discussion, i-record ko na lang kasi ayoko na mahaba yung mga video na ina-upload ko. Okay? Para madali nyo din siyang ma-review kung gusto niyo siyang replay ulit. Okay?